And it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio at the Lieutenant Haggerty Dinner in Westchester. I have a chance to talk to the president of the Met Area Basketball Riders, Chuck Stogel. And Chuck, you put so much time and preparation into this dinner. You're going to have hundreds of coaches and athletes here tonight to receive recognition. What's special about the night for you?
I mean, the greatest thing is the kids, the student athletes, getting them to come. I mean, they've just gone through a long basketball season. Here we have the best of the best in the entire metropolitan area. They all get dressed up. You know, they're not in basketball uniforms. They're wearing jackets and ties and dresses. Some are here with their parents, other members of their family. It's a wonderful evening, and I really love seeing the kids and giving the awards out to the kids.
Well, certainly this year, a big year on the men's side. Iona represented the MAC in the NCAA tournament. Seton Hall was out there. And what about St. Peter's winning the CIT tournament? A national title, a banner. I was just talking to Coach Dunn about it. They'll put a banner up in their gym, a national title. Great year on the men's side.
Yeah, we've had some really outstanding performances. You know, the metropolitan area is just a wealth of basketball players. St. Peter's, in a way, was a surprise, but it's great to see them come back and what they did with their team and, you know, competing in the MAC, you know, beating up on some of the other teams again, real rivalries. And St. John's got a freshman backcourt. Our rookie of the year, Shamori Pons from St. John's. So, I think we've had a great season.
And on the women's side, Quinnipiac just really had one of the best seasons in MAC history, winning a couple of games in the NCAA tournament. What did you see happen on the women's side this year?
Well, you know, here's our player of the year, Camille Zimmerman from Columbia. Columbia, you know, as a team had a kind of a down year, 13 and 14. But she's one of the most outstanding players in the entire area. So even a team like that, you know, to have a player of that caliber, we had some great games among the women. I mean, even the local teams here in the Westchester area, you know, Iona, Fairfield, they dot all our all-Met teams. Love to have them.
Absolutely, and you honor all of the Division II and Division III athletes, and we'll see many of them today. Are there a couple, one or two that stand out?
Well, one of the things we've insisted upon is having this, and that's why one of the reasons this dinner is so unique. It's not just for the big schools. We've insisted over the years of having Divisions 1, 2, and 3 all together here at this dinner. 74 schools, which encompass more than 2,000 men and women basketball players. And so, St. Thomas Aquinas, went to the Elite Eight in Division II. They lost a pretty close game in the quarterfinals to the eventual national champion. St. Thomas Aquinas' coach, Tobin Anderson, and their leading player, Justin Reyes, repeat player of the year, repeat coach of the year. So we've had it, at all levels.
Well, this dinner honors a World War II hero and Lieutenant Haggerty. Maybe if you could just tell our audience a little bit about the heroism of Lieutenant Haggerty.
Well, he was a basketball player at St. John's, basketball and baseball. On the basketball team, he was a forward, a captain, 1939 and 40. Enlisted, went overseas to Europe. He was the first student from St. John's, also came out of Chaminade High School to actually end up being killed in World War II.
Well, it's a great tribute that the honoree tonight receives an award with Lieutenant Haggerty's name. I got to mention and ask about your son, who's doing great things in the New York Army National Guard.
Yeah, he's in the 69th Regiment, and he's in some special competition. He's a sergeant. He led the St. Patrick's Parade with the Irish Wolfhounds from winning both battalion and then the brigade Sergeant of the Year. Then he won the New York State National Guard Sergeant of the Year up at Camp Smith and West Point. One of the activities was a 12-mile ruck hike with a 35-pound backpack. Only two of the competitors finished, and he was the first of them. So I'm really proud of what he's been able to accomplish in the National Guard, and as well, he's a student. He's a third-year student at NYIT, majoring in architecture.
Well, that's great. Our best wishes to him from all of us at the American Legion. And congratulations and thank you for all the work that you do putting this dinner together for hundreds of college athletes from the New York metropolitan area. You do a great job with this, and it's great to be a small part of it.
I want to add one thing, Ken. You mentioned the American Legion. My brother is part of the Mamaroneck-Larchmont American Legion, and they, while my son was in Afghanistan, sent a number of care packages over. And as he said, all the guys over there, wherever they're serving, overseas, are so thankful for all the packages they get from back home. And we want to thank Larchmont particularly.
Well, I know the Post, they do a great job. They bring veterans down from Montrose frequently for dinners down their Post. Chuck Stogel, have a great evening. The president of the Metropolitan Area Basketball Riders, great to be a part of your evening tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chuck. It's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio at the Lieutenant Haggerty Dinner in Westchester.